In a troubling incident that highlights the unpredictability of a US visa scenario, an elderly couple from Hyderabad, India, was recently denied a B1, B2 visa for a reason that remains opaque and frankly baffling. Their only mistake? Providing a detailed and honest answer about their son's academic transfer within the United States. The son, an F1 visa holder enrolled in a graduate program, had legally transferred to a different university after being offered a graduate research assistant job, a coveted opportunity that not only advanced his academic career but also came with partial funding. Well, this change was entirely within the legal framework and aligned with his original course of the study. The parents, armed with full documentations and transparency, explained the situation clearly to the consular officer. Yet, without examining a single document and after merely repeating the same question twice, the officer clearly rejected their application. Sadly, this episode is not an isolated one. A similar case reportedly occurred at the US Embassy in New Delhi, where another elderly couple, this time hindered with the lack of Telugu language translator, faced rejection without a meaningful interview. The denial came despite their lawful intent and strong ties to India. Well, this case exposes the dissonance between the fairness and the reality experienced by visa applicants, specifically those from non-metropolitan backgrounds or with very limited English fluency. It raises a very disturbing question. Has honesty, when expressed in a non-strategic or overly detailed way, become a liability in the US visa system? Well, the official data indicates that rejection rate for B1, B2 visas, typically granted for family visits, tourism or medical purposes, have risen sharply post-pandemic. In 2023 alone, over 720,000 Indian citizens applied for such visas, yet the evidence suggests that a significant number were denied without a clear cause. The opaque nature of consular discretion, where visa officers are not obligated to justify their refusal, has turned the entire process into a bureaucratic black box. Now, for Indian families seeking to visit their children studying abroad, a group that now numbers over 200,000 in the US, this unpredictability is deeply disheartening. You know what perhaps is most alarming is that there is a systematic indifference to the cultural and linguistic nature of Indian applicants. With no interpreters provided in some cases, and with applicants penalized for being overly truthful and explanatory, the visa interview process becomes less about security vetting and more about navigating an unwritten code of performance. Families are now left to wonder whether they will be able to get a US visa because of their non-English language knowledge. In the broader context of India-US relationship, often hailed as strategic and public-centric, these ground realities betray a contradiction. While political leaders speak of friendship, collaboration and shared values, the lived experience of ordinary Indian families trying to engage with the US visa system tells a very heartbreaking story. It is a system that appears increasingly detached from transparency, fairness and empathy. In the end, these cases are not merely administrative failures. They represent a deeper erosion of trust. The question is no longer just about what documentation to carry or how to prepare, but whether the process itself can be trusted to treat genuine applicants with dignity and reason. Until that confidence is restored, Indian families will continue to approach the US visa window not with hope, but with grief.